Hey everyone. So happy August 1st. I know this whole year is just flying. Real quick, I decided to come out on the deck. It's rainy, it's sticky and humid. Um, and if the dogs are out here with me on the deck, they're usually pretty good. Whereas if I film inside in my chair, they tend to get rambunctious and want out and knock my camera around. So I am like barricaded here on my deck. they can't they can't get to me. I have we got so real quick. Then we'll get into stitchy stuff, I swear. But I have to tell you about my good deal. So I was on Facebook Marketplace and I've been looking for outdoor furniture for the deck. And specifically like a chase lounge or like a big chair that's got a big footstool so I can keep my feet elevated, not only to enjoy the deck but to also be able to bring my Lowry stand out here and stitch, right? So I just kept looking every day, Facebook Marketplace, and I finally found this one post, and it was for like this limeish green color. You can kind of see it like right here behind me. Outdoor couch. It's a sectional. So it's got, where were we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. 5. And you can arrange it any way you want. So I contacted the lady. She is about an hour and 15 minutes away. So when Mike got home from work, we went and picked it up. It is the most comfortable thing ever. And I paid $100 for it. Well, hubby paid $100 for it. He's the one that's working right now, not me. And she told me that the day they bought this, like, she didn't sleep that night because they paid $3,000 for it. So I am extremely grateful to have found this furniture and to have made a new friend. Basically, we chatted. She's a full-time Mary Kay consultant. She has the pink car. And so we kind of connected as far as like she does a lot of makeup for the brides to be, and the wedding party, and then so that got us talking to the DJ stuff that Mike and I do, and the fact that I am an ordained minister. And so we kind of made that connection, which was kind of really cool because that opens the door for both of us, right? Because we have encountered a lot of brides and their bridesmaids, or even like mothers of the bride, soon to be mothers of the bride, mother-in-laws, that just don't know what to do with their makeup. So now I can connect them with her, and she can, come up here and meet them. It's only an hour and 15 minutes away, and so she can come up here and meet them, or they can go to her and they can demo stuff and try stuff out. So it's a win-win for both. Also, the weather is funky. My hubby got me a new bucket hat. It's tie-dye because I love tie-dye, and I love bucket hats. And so my hair is just kind of like wonky, so hat day it is. So you may hear my chickens in the background. They are right over there. In their coops. They're looking at me and talking because they want out. They want to find the worms. But I'm just not. I'm on the struggle bus. I won't lie. And we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But I'm on a struggle bus today, so we're just gonna roll with it, right? Okay. Stitching stuff, right? So I've had an uptick in subscribers, and I appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of you. I am so humbled to open that part of the YouTube creator section, right? And to see that number go up, and people are actually like coming and watching my videos, watching my progress, and going on this journey with me, and the relationships that I've been able to make since my last video, or even since starting YouTube, really, because it's been almost 4 weeks again since my last video. And so I've been able to like connect with some of you. You've reached out to me and we've chatted and started a conversation, and you know, you just kind of put that name into your brain, and so you're able to connect and know when somebody's messaging you that, hey, yes, I have had conversations with this person, and you're learning things about them, and they're learning about you, and they're supporting you, maybe not on the particular video necessarily, because they don't want to put it all out there, but they are messaging me on Instagram, and it has just been amazing for my mental health. So I thank you. I thank you so much for coming back. If you are new to this channel, I appreciate you clicking and spending some time with me today. I'm still new to the game, but not new to cross stitching. I am a 30-year cross stitcher off and on. Started when I was 14. I stitched a lot until I had kids, and then it was hard trying to raise 2 boys, nonetheless, one being autistic. So stitching kind of went to the wayside, picked up crochet. Much easier to crochet with boys running around. So yeah, and this year in January I decided to pick it back up. I was watching FLOSSTUBE, and I got my stitchy bug back, and then I fell down the rabbit hole of Heaven and Earth Designs and full coverage. So here we are. I did a bunch of finished objects, I guess is what to call them. They're not FFO'd, fully finished. But in the beginning of my channel, I was sitting at computers at my home all day long. So I was stitching on smalls, and then when hubby would come home, I would switch over to the recliner and I would stitch on my full coverage. Well, now, lately I haven't touched anything non-full coverage because I am enjoying Pattern Keeper. I mean, it has been a lifesaver. If I can figure out how to get some of my other patterns into Pattern Keeper that are not full coverage, then I really need to get going on those because I want to do them. However, just not able to break away from Pattern Keeper right now. It helps me to focus and keep my place right. So those just kind of went to the wayside, and it's been all like Heaven and Earth Designs. I have been marked safe from the last 2 Heaven and Earth Design sales. Lots on my wish list, right? We always have a wish list. But I did spend a couple days that I was down and out going through every single pattern in Heaven and Earth Designs website and put all of them that I'm wanting to do in my wish list. So now I can kind of keep up with the new releases from Michelle. So, okay, enough about that. I'll mention it again at the end of the video, but if you have a FLOSSTUBE channel, would you please put the FLOSSTUBE name, your name, down below? I don't know if you can put links in comments, but sorry guys, the stickiness just makes me itch. It's gross. Because I would like to go and find you and follow your FLOSSTUBE and subscribe if I haven't already. I've been watching a ton of FLOSSTUBE lately, and so I could go on and on about shout outs, right? But if you are subscribed to my channel, I would like to pay that back and subscribe to you if I have not found your channel yet. Okay, so I have notes down here. You'll see me looking down a little bit. I don't want to get off track. I go on that crazy derailroading thing. Okay, in July, I worked on 3 Christmas projects for Christmas in July. So the first one I worked on, and it kind of became a focus piece. I was a little obsessed about it. This one is, oh, let me get my tablet. I want to bring it up for you. So, this one is Heaven and Earth Designs Mini Snow Merlot. A lot of you have been following my progress on Instagram. It's artwork by Donna Gelsinger, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'll show you what it's supposed to look like when it's done. Oop, my fingers are not wanting to work today. And I'm gonna see, can we do it without the glare? A little bit. Okay, glare's worse outside. Duly noted. So this this guy is so stinking cute, you guys. I love it. I love wine and I love snowmen, and I am in love with this pattern. Now, I haven't made it to all those different lighter colors of that snowman yet. I have tried to stitch in the star, and those are also very, very light colors. So let me show you what I have gotten done. Now, I stitched a total of 12,130 stitches in July. So I lied on Instagram and in my Facebook groups. Sorry. I didn't realize, I forgot that I had started this in June to get a start on it, and then I put it down. So I did not stitch like 15,335. I did stitch 12,130. And I'm at 18.19%. And this is what I got done, you guys. So these blues are fantastic. They're fantastic to work with. I did find the wine glass, and I did fill it with wine. The star, come in real close. So if you look, there's some really light pale colors in there. So I can get 150 to 200 stitches in of that light color, and then like my eyes are done. They don't want to focus anymore. So then I moved to the darker colors of the blue. So I was really able to get all of this filled in and start finding some more stars, and yeah, so I did pretty good on that one. I was pretty focused. And so we'll smile. Tease. But yeah, so this one's gonna go away for a little while. Even though I love working on it, I do need a change up. And in Sharon's Fun with Cross Stitch Facebook group, for the month of August, the challenge is to work on animals. So these are gonna go away, and I'm gonna work on my 4 animal pieces, one of which is a new start. Let's see. Next, I worked on, let me back on out of this. I worked on So Much in Love. Now, you guys, this one's killing me. I love this one. I do. However, those background colors and all of those lighter silvery looking colors, killing me. I'm doing my best. I did my best. This is a Christmas ornament, So Much in Love. Artwork by Donna Gelsinger, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Turn the tablet here and get it enlarged. I'll show you what it's going to look like when it's done. Let's see. That's good. So, absolutely adorable. And I love it. Hard to work on. I have turkeys. I can hear the turkeys. I also have a metal roof, so sorry about that. I hope you can hear me okay. I'll rewatch the video and make sure. So this one here, I tried. I truly tried. So I will show you where I'm at. It's pitiful for a whole month of Christmas in July, right? So this one, I got 1,006 stitches done. Because it's small, it put me at 2.52%. But if you look, like, all of this up in here is so hard to see sometimes. But I did get some of it done. I got started on some of his hat. And of course I haven't done an ornament before, so I needed to count into the pattern on Pattern Keeper, find where I needed to go, where things were going to fit, and try to get that worked on my fabric. So that's my piddly start. This one will go away for a while too. Just mind wasn't in it. I was having a struggle bus month. and it was horrible. So now my last one I worked on is, let me find it here. Oops. Don't you hate it when you hit the wrong thing? Dang fingers. Alright, so I'll show you what it's going to look like when it's done. This is my other snowman. Get it where it's not. You can kind of see it there. So this one, you know, it's a snowman. It works. So I got to start on this one. This one here, I just started doing the black outlines. I think what I'm going to do when I work on this one is continue with just black, get everything outlined in it, and then I will start filling in with color. So this one is where I got to. I did a total of 2,381 stitches, and that put me at 1.87%. So I just thought this little guy was super cute. And so yeah, I got a pretty good start on this one. So when this one comes back out, it'll again just be working on the black and getting all those little pieces filled in and outlined. And then when that's done, then I'll go through and fill in. I think it's just going to make sense and be easier that way, unless I get really, really bored of black, and then who knows what I'm going to do, right? I'm constantly changing my mind. So that's that one. Okay, so for July, I did a total of 15,517 stitches, which is more than what I did in June, which was my goal. My goal was to stitch more than I did in June. So in July, I stitched 4,471 more stitches than I did in June. So not too bad. I had quite a few days where I was down and not feeling well from my meds. Was in a flare-up, and I just couldn't do it. So I got done what I could, and that's how I ended up for July. Okay, let's see. Plans. So let's talk about plans. My plans for August are to work on 4 different animal patterns that I have. They are all full coverage. They are all Heaven and Earth designs. So this will be my starting point with you guys, and then we can revisit where I've gotten to in the upcoming weeks. So I have my tablet again. So my new start is going to be Humanity Defined, Max Color, artwork by Penny Gallage, I believe, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I have looked everywhere for a pattern to be a complementary to my Waterhole Master. I wanted monkeys. I've been looking for a monkey pattern for months. And it didn't matter what I searched on Heaven and Earth Designs, like nothing came up that had monkeys in it, right? So that was my part of the reason why I sat and went through chart by chart in Heaven and Earth Designs to see if I was missing something. And I was. This is going to be a little harder to see out here with the reflection. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to... Okay. So, a mom, a dad, and a baby. Adorable, right? I know, just... Oh my god! So, anyhow, I really wish there would have been, like, a keyword tag search for this one. And it wouldn't have taken me months to find. Because I may have already started it if I found it, right? So, okay, so that's my new start. My material is already in a Q-snap, and on my Lowry, I'm going to get stitched on that when I'm done here. So I'm super excited for that one. I got monkeys! I love monkeys. When I was young, my parents always took me to the different zoos and aquariums, right? So I was fascinated with those monkeys that have the red butts. So every time my parents turned around, I want to go to the zoo. I got to see the monkeys with the red butts, right? So I've had a love for monkeys. My mom and I have always wanted to have a monkey. And my dad says we can't have a monkey because monkeys throw their own poop at you. Well, I don't care. I still want a monkey. And my mom don't care. She still wants a monkey. And my dad says no because she'll train it to throw its poop at him. So that's our dilemma with having a monkey. Not gonna happen, I guess. Okay. Next, I'm pulling back out my Supersize Max Color Water Hole Master. Now this is one that I got hooked on back in June, and I couldn't put it down. I couldn't stop working on it. The details were starting to come through. I was having so much fun, and then it's like, okay, you got to pay attention to some of your other stuff. So for the start of August, and to document where I'm at, this one is starting out at 1.78% done. And this is where I'm at. So I was wrong. Where I thought was a bird is not a bird, but that is a bird right there that you see. I've got tree branches. This is a tree trunk. This is the sun. I don't know if it's setting. I haven't gotten that far in the pattern yet. So that's the sun that is either coming up or setting. So I plan to get all of this filled in so that I can get over here and come down and start on that amazing elephant. So quite a few people are stitching this one, and I love watching their progress. So this is where I'm at. I can't stop looking at it, you guys. I cannot wait. I can't wait to get some coverage done on this one. Okay, next. Oh crap, I haven't told you nothing about material or anything. Good God almighty, where in the heck is my head? Okay, hold on. Ugh. We're gonna go back. We'll do rewind. Okay. Supersize Waterhole Master Max Color is David Penfound Artworks, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I should just print out cover pages so my pattern keeper is not getting reflection. So I am up in this area right here. So getting closer. Okay. Waterhole Master, this one is being done 2/1 on 22 count. It's going to be a big one. I want it big. And I don't want to restart it now that I'm working with 25 count because that's a lot of progress done. So I'm just going to keep going. Let me see. Anything that is gridded fabric, pre-gridded fabric, that I'm falling in love with, is 25 count, 1/1 full cross. Yeah. Okay. I am pulling out the Reef Max Color. Let me pull this one up for you. This is artwork by John Enright, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Okay. Again, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm very shaky today. I think I need to eat something. Okay, this one is starting out at 3.16% done. This is also a massive one. This one's on 18 count. Tighten up my fabric for you here. Make sure I got it the right way. So this is where I'm at on this one. This is wonky because it's the fabric's moved in my thing, so it looks like it's crooked. It's not, I promise. Okay, so I'm starting this one at 3.16%, hoping to get quite a bit done on this one this month. I want to like come down in here and try to work my way down, and then I could start working over. So I do have, you know, you can see the fish coming along. These fish I finished. I've got more fish over here. That's a hell of a lot of confetti and then fish. So I'm glad those are done. However, there's more coming. And then, you know, my mom, she's just like, gotta get to the sea turtle. Where's the sea turtle? I got a ways to go yet. So this is my documentation for the start of continuation of this one for this month. So we'll see how far we get. This, again, 18 count 2 over 1 full cross. This one will be about 4.5 feet long and 3 to 3.5 feet tall. I have a wall for that. And I've talked about how I'm going to finish it in my past videos. So I'm super excited to, when that one's done, it's going to be fantastic. And my wall is going to look amazing. Okay, my last one I'm going to work on is going to be, now my cat wants out. She's crying. She's trying to climb my screen. Midnight? No, no. Midnight. No. No. She will come out here and she'll bother all of us and she'll leave the deck. So she's just gonna have to suffer. She needs to stay off my screen though. Okay, last one is Max Color Birds and Blooms. And for reference, this is artwork by Amy Stewart. It's the Birds and Blooms Garden Max Color. Heaven and Earth Designs. This will also be a bigger one. It's nice and long, but it's beautiful. So I'm glad to get back working on this one. This is part of the Anything Amy Stewart Sal. I believe that's what it is. The Rockin' Stitcher has talked about it, and some other floss tubers talked about it. For reference, this one will be starting at 1.06% for this month. Hang on one second. No. Oh, she's feisty. She's an old feisty lady. She's a mama's girl and she doesn't, separation anxiety. It kills her. But she can see me and hear me. Really? Okay. This is where I'm starting with this one. So the colors are beautiful. I'm watching other people stitch this one. It's coming along amazing. I can't wait to get some of the birds filled in. Yeah, this is also 18 count 2 over 1 full cross. And yeah, I'm hoping to get some more of this completed and filled in and see how far I can get on this one. This is also, I believe it's hashtag mini bird sale. Mini bird garden sale. I'd have to look that up. I have them written down, so when I post on Instagram, I know what hashtag to use. But yeah, I just love this. One of the gals on Facebook and one of the Facebook groups, she had invited me to, even though it's not the mini, that I could post my progress with that hashtag. So I was very grateful for that, to feel like I'm, you know, part of the community and just being able to see other people's progress under that hashtag and be able to show mine off. Okay, other plans. Stitch more than in July, right? So I'm hoping to stitch every day. I'm hoping nothing gets in my way. But life and health happens, right? Oh, excuse me. Just a second. See? I told you I love snowman. And I still drink out of my snowman cups. Coffee. It's still coffee time. So I'm hoping to get 1,000 stitches a day. I know I can do 1,200 stitches a day. When I start early enough and then I stitch through until it's bedtime, I can get 1,200 stitches done a day. So everything's just going to depend on how I'm feeling. Yeah, those are my plans. Okay, so if you're not interested in life and health updates, I totally get that. I'm gonna do what the other floss tubers do and say bye. You can go ahead and go. No worries. I hope you come back and see me on the next video. For those of you that stick around, thank you. And let's talk about some health. I got discharged from physical therapy early. I completed 7 visits, and the pain was so bad I could hardly walk. I could hardly do any of the exercises. So she discharged me and she sent me back to the spine and pain clinic. So the whole point in doing all of this was to get the MRI. If you remember, if you've been following my videos, you know that I bit the bullet and went to physical therapy to get an MRI to find out exactly what's causing the neuropathy, and how things have changed with my back over the last 2 years since my last MRI, and to also help with disability, right? So I went back to spine and pain, and we talked about physical therapy. She poked and prodded it, and I jumped up off the floor and almost knocked her over. It hurt so bad. And she had me lay down on my back, and then she's like taking my legs and bending them and pushing down, and like just all of her weight and just like killing my hips. So instead of an MRI, she wants to do sacroiliac joint injections. And those have to be done as outpatient at the Riker Surgery Center, and I have to have a driver. And so I said, well, are we going to do an MRI? And she doesn't think that insurance is going to pay for an MRI right now. That she wants to try this and hopefully like get my pain 50% lower than what it is right now. Run around, I'm telling you. So we have it scheduled for August 17th at 9 a.m. I have to be there. My mom is going to take me and be there with me and then bring me home. I don't know. You guys have had cortisone shots before. It doesn't work. I've been on prednisone. It doesn't work. These shots are supposed to go right into the sacroiliac joint. So they will have me lay on a table on my stomach. They will numb my back, and then they will put these needles right down into my sacroiliac joints and inject them. One on each side. Apparently, because of the numbing medicine, I will feel better for a little while. But once that wears off, apparently I can have like a lot of pain, and it could continue for a couple of days. I could be extremely uncomfortable, and then hopefully, we'll see results. She said it usually takes about 3 to 4 weeks to feel the effect of it, if it's going to work. I have to follow up with her 3 to 4 weeks after my procedure, so I have that appointment scheduled, and we'll see if it's helping with the pain. If my pain is coming down, then she will proceed with another set of injections to follow, and we'll keep going until we get my pain down to at least 50%. If those injections do not work, then we are going to have to look at other avenues, because they won't do them if they're not working, right? There's no sense in that. And then possibly we can order an MRI then and kind of see what we're looking at. I know that things have gotten worse over the last 2 years because I hurt worse. The weather affects me more than it did 2 years ago. So yeah, it's just playing this stupid medical game, right? Like, I don't know. Between them and insurance, it's ridiculous. I also found out that I was denied for my disability. They said that I am young and I can adapt to other work. While I may not be able to do my previous work, as far as I don't know what they consider my previous work. Most of my previous, in-home healthcare is one of them that I absolutely would not be able to do anymore because I can't lift, right? I can't lift my mother-in-law. Half the time I can't get myself out of bed. So I got looking and watching Jonathan Ginsburg on Facebook or on YouTube. I've been following him for a couple years now. He has amazing videos. He's a disability attorney. And in one of the videos that I found, he mentioned downloading your Social Security statement and looking at that for your work credits and stuff. Nobody's ever told me to do that. I had an attorney last year that went to a hearing with me. He said I had a very good case and that I should win. Well, I didn't. I was denied. But nobody has mentioned these work credits, right? So I downloaded that. I sent an email to Jonathan Ginsburg and said, would you please just look over my stuff? This is what's going on. I explained everything. I sent that over the weekend. He got back with me this morning and said that if I don't have enough work credits for disability, that I won't be granted disability. So it would have been nice for disability, or like, I don't know, my last attorney to say something about that, and just be like, hey, they're going to deny you because you don't have enough credits, right? I have enough credits for Social Security when I turn, it says 67, I can start collecting, I guess, at 62 or something. But at 67, you know, I can retire and have a bigger benefit. If I can make it that long. If I live that long with everything that these different diagnoses do to your body and how RA can attack your internal organs and stuff, like, who knows? I might not even live that long, right? One of y'all may be the lucky winners of all of my madness for my hates. Because I'm not going to let my husband just get rid of them. I am going to find somebody and they're going to get everything. And they're going to pick up where I left off with my madness. So, if you'd want to do that, I mean, put your comments down below. I'll put it down in my paperwork and let my hubby know where things are to be sent. And I'll let my mom know, because in all reality, she's going to be the one taking care of everything, right? My hubby isn't going to know what to do. So, in that respect, I have spent the last couple of days on Indeed.com and putting tons of applications in for receptionist type positions. I've put a lot of them in. Receptionist, administrative assistant, which I have all the qualifications for. I cannot be on my feet all day for an 8-hour shift. I can't do it here at the house. I'm not going to be able to do it at a job 40 hours a week, right? So I'm looking for either part-time or full-time. It doesn't matter to me. Just need to work on getting those credits, see how I do, and when it's too bad, when health is too bad, then, you know, we'll go for disability again, I guess, once I just absolutely cannot do it anymore. So hopefully, because most of those positions are sedentary at a desk, obviously you got to like get up and walk to the copy machine, the restroom, you know, delivering paperwork or whatever that you need to do. But for the most part, it's sedentary. So I just have to make sure that I take like my little footstool with me. I have a padded footstool for under a desk. It was under my desk here at home. That will have to permanently reside at my desk so that I have a way to put my feet up. Because if I leave them dangling for too long, they swell, my lymphedema kicks in, and they swell, and they get numb and tingly, and then I really can't walk. And then my other thing would be to make sure that I have my walking stick, or if I'm in a flare-up and neuropathy is really acting up, that I have my rolling walker with me. So I've applied, waiting to hear back, hoping that someone bites. The extra money would be nice. My biggest thing was, I did not want to go through all of that with an employer, just to waste their time. If after like a couple weeks I just couldn't do it and they were going to be right back at square one looking for somebody else. I don't like to inconvenience people, and I don't like to be a burden. So, you know, I've just kind of stayed home and done what I could. And hubby is very, very supportive of that. He is supportive of me going back to work if that's what I want to do. And I just feel like I have an obligation to help with the bills. I've been off work for about 3 years now trying to get my health under control, which I still don't have it under control. But now knowing what I do, it's time to just bite the bullet and screw my health for now and go back to work the best that I can. So I don't mind part-time because it would be a way to slowly start out and see how I do. But then I think about full-time and what the hourly rate is and think, gosh, do you know how much I could help with bills and then how much stitching stuff I could get? Like if I go back to work, the next Haid sale is going to be just like game on. I'm getting all the things and I'm ordering my material. I'm gonna do all the things. So one of you lucky people is gonna be like blessed with a crap ton of stuff if something happens to me. Okay, I have lost a total of 51 pounds so far. I was at my heaviest with the meds that they had me on last year. Gained a ton of weight. So I have lost 51 pounds. My clothes are fitting better. I don't feel better. I was hoping that by losing that weight, my joints would feel better and I wouldn't have as many problems with my knees and my feet and my hips and my back. And nope, nothing's better. If anything, it's worse. So this whole like, lose weight, you'll feel better, whatever. I'm not feeling any better, but my clothes are fitting better and that gives me a little bit more confidence, right? This car going by. I tried it. We're back really far away from the road. However, I do have UPS dropping something off today, so hopefully they don't do that while I'm doing this video and make the dogs bark. I apologize if they do. The Humira shots are making me sick. Every 2 weeks I have to inject myself with Humira. And every 2 weeks the symptoms get worse. This last Monday, so a week ago, was shot night. Tuesday morning I woke up and was the most queasy I have been since starting Humira. So every 2 weeks it seems to get a little bit worse and it lasts a little bit longer. In the beginning, I'd have like a little bit of a queasy tummy, just kind of like, crackers throughout the day. Nothing real bad. After a couple of days, I was fine, right? So Monday night, I would take the shot. Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of like down for the count. But then I'd be back on my feet and doing things. This last week, no lie, there's another vehicle. I think it's UPS. I'm going to pause you for a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. That was weird. It wasn't UPS. It sounded like UPS. Like they slowed down at the driveway. I thought, ooh, UPS is finally here. Okay, so, not UPS. Carry on. Oh yeah, so my Humira shot this last Monday. Last week, I woke up Tuesday morning so sick. And that I didn't stitch much at all last week. 2 or 3 days I took off from stitching because I just couldn't do it. And which really sucked. And I'm still not like 100%. So I just kind of vegged all week. I did, kind of what I could. I don't know. I'm documenting like how long these symptoms last. I see my rheumatologist next month, so we can decide if. And I don't even know if it's working. You guys, nobody's like talking to me. Like they ask me, what's going on, what hurts, and I tell them everything hurts from my head to my toes because it does. My elbows hurt. There's days that, like, literally, my hair hurts. Like, it hurts to push the hair out of my face. Um, my skin is always hurting or on fire. You know, every day is a different day. So I don't even know if Humira is working, you know, with all the pain in my joints that I've had. I'm hoping that now that I haven't been in physical therapy, that we can get a more accurate view on the Humira, whether it's working with my joints and helping or not. So I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna go with that one. Going back to work, like, I literally cannot be sick every other week. It's not gonna fly. It exhausts me, and every time I move, like, I get queasy and feel like I'm just gonna lose it. So that's where we're at with that. Life update. Other than my health being wonky, everything's good. Mike is still working a ton of hours. He did train a new guy to hopefully take the load off. New guy is working on learning all the ropes and getting things figured out. I'm sure his brain's going in 100 different million directions as he tries to remember everything he has to do. So hopefully it all makes sense to him soon, so that he doesn't feel like he's not doing a good enough job, because he really wants this job and he really wants to work. So we'll see how that goes for him. But hubby is exhausted. He's working a lot of hours. Yeah, what do you do? This last Saturday, hubby and I went to our very first concert ever for both of us, and our very first concert together. Neither one of us, you know, we're 44 and he's gonna be 46 soon, and neither one of us have ever been to a concert. So we went to a Zac Brown concert, and there was 3 sets. The first set was kind of slow going, wasn't loud enough, we couldn't hear it in the back. So second and third set were way better and rocked it out. Everybody was dancing and singing. I chose to take my rolling walker for that one. We had to walk quite a bit, and I did not trust that my feet would not give out on me. So a couple years ago, we had bought one of the walkers on wheels that have a seat on it at a garage sale for a backup for my mother-in-law. Well, now that she is not needing it, it has now become a safety net for me when needed. So I'm glad that I have that, because I had to walk over gravel and everything else, and by the time we got to our spot on the lawn, my feet were numb and tingly, and I needed to sit down. And to sit down on the ground, I don't know that my knees and my hips would allow me to get back up. So I did have a seat to sit in, which was nice. I did stand up a few times to stretch my hips out, but other than that, I sat for most of the concert, and it was almost 3 hours long. On top of that, my son is security where he was performing this weekend. So my son, lucky little snot, got picked to be personal security for Zach at the poker table. So Zach got his own poker table. Cam got to sit there and hang out with them and talk to him. Cam got his picture taken with them, and Cam got his autograph. My kid's gotten so much cool stuff happening in his life that, like, we just never had the chance to have. And I am very grateful that he gets these different life experiences. He's 20. He's 20, and this is what he's getting to do. Like, I love him. I'm so proud of him. Let's see. But it was nice. It was nice to go to that. I did see some family members there. We chatted. Had a good time. But just exhausted yesterday and today. Just from all the it was more than what I'm used to being able to do, right? More excitement than what I'm used to, because St. Elm's not very exciting. Yep, I did watch a lot of different floss tubers over the last few weeks. You know, like Imogen X Stitch. I truly, truly love that channel. They're great. The humor and the laugh and the projects, like everything's just great. Love it. So every time a new video comes out, like I click on it and watch it because I just love Imogen. I also watched, I believe it's Hannah's Stitching. She's a smaller channel, and she does full coverage as well. And she does her goals in the form of naps because she's got a little one. So she has gotten quite a few naps in on some of her projects, so it's fun to watch her progress come along. And she's like super sweet, and she's kind of like the rest of us, where you know, like it's her channel and she's gonna show what she wants, and if it's just not your thing, it's not your thing, right? You can either end the video when she and she gives a warning that she's gonna show something that's got some nudity in it, which is great. So people have the option to click off. They don't necessarily have to unsubscribe. I mean, people can if they want, but she does give you the option to look away, or whatever, because that's the part of the video that she's to. E-Crafting in Colorado, I believe it is also amazing. Been watching a lot of her, chat with her on Instagram quite a bit. The most recent is Stitching Big Things with Hallie. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, she looks so familiar, like I know her from somewhere. The voice and the face, like, is so familiar. I can't place it. And I hate it when that happens. But her most recent video, if you're not watching her, you really need to go find her. I'll link everyone below. I'll put a bunch of links in for different ones to go and check out. Even if I haven't mentioned them, I'll try and link them down below. Because that's all I do all day long. I watch FLOSSTUBE and I stitch once all my other stuff is done at the house that I can manage to do. But Stitching Big Things with Hallie, her most recent video, you guys, she is doing a Halloween Afghan. She is stitching it 2/2. I forget the fabric count. It is coming along amazing. Like, I totally want it. I want to do that one. I don't know if it's just like material, or because it didn't look like you know how you can buy the blankets and they've got like the stitching panels and stuff in them? It didn't look like that. It's a lot of fabric. It's going to be huge. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. But I have some Afghans. I don't know if you call them Afghans. I crochet Afghans. Like, it's not necessarily crocheted. Anyhow, it's a machine made Afghan blanket, and it's got the squares in it that you can stitch in. And I do have a book for the Celestial Moon and Star. It's a navy blue blanket, and I have the pattern book to do that, and I was supposed to be doing that for my hubby. God, I don't even know, when I was in my 20s, so 20 some years ago, and I never even started it, but I did find it in my stash. So that might be something that I pull out and mess around with, see if I can't figure out how to do it now that I have a little bit more knowledge than I did like 20 some years ago. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything else. My chickens have actually been extremely quiet, which is weird because I'm out here talking. They're usually talking back. The dogs have been good. So, successful video. So, again, if you have a floss tube, please put your floss tube name down below so I can add you to my list of people to watch and go check you out and support you. I'm the type of person that, you know, even if what you're stitching or what you're doing is not my jam, I still subscribe. I will still go watch the videos because crafting is crafting. I love to watch people craft, and I love to watch how creative people get, right? Creativity just blows my mind on some of the stuff that y'all are doing. And so I'm the type of person that I click subscribe. I hit the notification bell to get all notifications, and I do go and watch the videos. I provide that support, and so, you know, everybody deserves to have the subs. Everybody deserves to be, you know, up in the 1,000 range, and if I can help with my one little subscription to get them that much closer, then that's what I do. Everybody deserves the support and love. So anyhow, with that being said, thank you for joining me today and listening to my rambling and checking out my stitching and putting up with all of my shenanigans. I hope all is well with you. I hope that you have a great week. I hope that you get to do a ton of what you love. And I hope that life is treating you good. You know, that's all that we can hope for. With everything that's going on, you know, we all just need a little bit of love and for life to be kind. Like, people in life need to be kind to us because it's tough out there. So I hope that you will all come back. I hope that you'll consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. My plans are also to just really need to get back into the whip of things, right? Like getting back to weekly updates. There's just life and health has sucked, and it's been hard in the struggle bus, and I debated on even doing this video today because truthfully at this point in my life, with how bad I feel and how big that struggle bus is that I'm on, I'd really just rather be stitching. But I wanted to reach out and I wanted to touch base with everybody, because I need that for my mental health. I need that in my life. I need to chat with people and do the things. So I am going to get off here. We're almost at an hour, and I'm going to work on uploading this. Lord knows it takes forever because service out here is wonky. So it's Monday, August 1st, and you may not see this until Wednesday. Who knows? It takes forever to upload. But I hope you are all well. I wish you all the love and kindness and forgiveness that you give yourself. I hope you forgive yourself for things you can't accomplish this week. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. You know, just know that I love you. I'm here. I'm struggling. And I'll struggle with you if you need me. Everyone's welcome here. You're welcome to message me. On Instagram is probably the easiest place. And yeah, let's just reach out and connect because nobody's got to do it alone, right? So I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you, and I hope you're well. And until next time, friends, bye.